Greetings YouTube! Today we're looking at a practical guide to monsters. And this is a product that was actually put out by Wizards of the Coast. Where is it in here? It's Wizards of the Coast logo someplace in this book. Can't remember where the heck it is. I know it's in here someplace. I've seen it. Apparently it originally was owned by a kid named Hunter. And here we have a splash page. Now I don't know what generation of the game this was in, because this is not something I recognize. So here we have an array of monster weapons for hunting and capture, and Hunter added his own particular additions to this product. Creepy crawlers. That's an Ankh egg. Remorez. Actually, not Remorez, not an Ankh egg. Remorez. And there we have a Thrycreen. There's the Ankh egg. Sorry, I knew I was close. The Phase Spider, a classic creature from D&D. The Boulet. Just poisoned him with a goat. Then we have a Griffin, being in pursuit of a cute, adorable little goblin. Typical Griffin lair. And we have the Chimera, and this is the classic D&D version. So you have 3 heads up front, as opposed to sometimes you'll have 2 heads and then a tail, which is a dragon head. Then we have the Manticore with the tails that throw spikes. You have the Earththok. We have the Harpy, the Gargoyle, the Viperous Villains. So you have 2 Medusae, or is that Medusae, plural? I'm not sure. Don't look at them! Don't look at them! And then the Medusa Island. Then we have a Yuan-Ti. It's a very good illustration. Some of these illustrations are right out of the 3rd edition, 3.5. But some of them are related to it, but not exact. The Ormir. The Frostworm, the Purple Worm. Remember, the Purple Worm used to terrify people. Additional defenses, adventuring gear essentially, that could help someone stay alive in the pursuit. And they went and put prices next to these things. Hunter was a detail-oriented fellow. We have sneaky Shapeshifters. This is interesting because you've got the transition from a slightly hirsute human all the way to a full-fledged wolf, and this would be the classic werewolf intermediary stage. Typical werewolf caravan. Now this kind of links the werewolves explicitly to the Romany. We have the werebear, very cuddly, adorable creature. We have the wererats. We have the doppelganger. Gruesome goblins. They don't look that gruesome to me. Look at that. Look at his hair. That's not that gruesome. Then we have a typical goblin lair. It's a very complex goblin lair. You have the hobgoblin. He looks a little more dangerous, I'll admit that. The bugbear. There's a goblin running away from trolls. These are the classic D&D trolls. And we have a typical troll hole. Nice little rhyme there. We have the Etten, the 2-headed giant. Oh, this is one of Hunter's bookmarks. This isn't mine. Then we get into giants. Here we have fire giants, storm giants, frost giants. The ogre. I like their ogre. Their ogre is cool. The ogre mage, which is an Asian version. The unsightly undead. So there we have a very pretty, manga style or anime style vampire. Just very pretty. Typical vampire lair. I like the exploded review like that. Very well done. Then we have ghosts. And they're not particularly scary ghosts. Then we have zombies and ghouls, and even the zombie isn't particularly scary looking. Then we have the Nightwalker. He's a little scary looking. Then we have the Lich, or the Lick. He's also somewhat scary looking. We have the classic Mummy. We have skeletons and shadows. I like the shadow. I like that. That very abstract version of the shadow. I always like skeletons as well. Then we get into armor. Then we get into awful aberrations. There's the classic beholder. Typical beholder layer. I don't know if your beholder can said to be typical. Then we have the header cap, which is a variety of spider creature. Then we have the tool and the otyug. The rust monster, every fighter's greatest fear. The achak, which has got an arm in the center of his chest. And the grick, type of worm. The grick I kind of like. Otherworldly outsiders. We have the Rakshasa in two forms, in its more approachable human variety, and then its full-fledged alien form with its backwards hands. The typical Rakshasa castle, or palace rather. Then we have the nightmare. It's a nice nightmare. Well done. We have the Zorn and the Azur, a type of elemental dwarf essentially. And the Coatl, one of the few good aligned monsters you would find in the original monster manual. I swear, Guide to Monsters. There it is. This is TSR. TSR 1996. Awesome. I don't remember this at all. I don't know how I missed it when it was originally produced, but there you go. TSR 1996. Introduction for Monsters for Kids. Job well done.